So Bob, can't not ask you about Tiger Woods. Everyone wants stories about Tiger Woods. You've obviously worked with him. He used to use a 56. I think I've seen his 56 somewhere near where you might call home. And did I actually see it as well at Sawgrass, or was that one of his woods there? Because they put a club in each, but I can't remember. But I've definitely seen one of his 56 Vokey wedges.
He had a 56, but what he actually did, just before he went to Pebble, at that particular time back in 2000, he loved the 58, the way the 58 looked. So he had a 58-08. I bent to 56 for him. That's what he liked.
So he liked the look of the 58 over the 56, but then he wanted a 56 to dial in the number.
But doing so, he lost 2 degrees of bounce.
Yeah, of course.
Because what happens when you're striking it? You're losing. It's 1 to 1. So he lost 2 degrees of bounce, which I would leave him 6 degrees of bounce, which to me is not enough on a 56. But he had a 260-08. That was his compliment. He used that all the time when he won all his, I call it, when he won those 4 in a row, 5 majors within about 2 years.
He was using those wedges,
he was
all that wedge.
Those 2 wedges all that time.
Wow.
And he was a joy to work with. He was I will put him in 2000. There was nobody better. He was high on my list. And he is probably number 3. And the 2000 in that year, from 2000 to 2001, he had that run there when he was playing real well. There was no better wedge player than him at the time. He's number 3 on my all-time list. That particular year.
I mean, what a period of time to work with. I mean, that's a magical era in golf. It was just shifting.
And he was phenomenal. He was a very talented individual, and he knew golf clubs. He knew the weight. I remember one particular time, I think we were up working on the Canadian Open at that particular time, and I remember he said, "Vokey, there's something wrong with this lobber." He said, "It just doesn't feel right." I said, "What's wrong, T?" So I went in and I measured the shaft, the grip, everything. And all I did was just change the shaft. He used to use S400s in the sand wedge and lob wedge, and X1 all the way through in the rest of his irons, which I recommended to him. I asked him, he used X1s in his sand wedge and lob wedge, and I told him about all the little better gains he can get with touchy-feely, so we changed to S4s in his sand and lob, which I recommend.
During that period, that golden period?
During that particular time. I'll never forget it. It's a neat little story, Mark. A lot of another Tiger story, how phenomenal he was. But he knew just by that shaft that it didn't feel right.
Absolutely.
He knew it. He had such great touch and feel. So I mean, get back to the story, but the S4, it's a funny little story. You might want to remember this one. I'll never forget it. I told him, when I first originally put S4s in, we were at Bridgestone. I'll never forget Akron. And he says, "What's it going to do for me?" So I let him hit one. I reshafted one. He says, "God, I like that." He said, "I feel I can get a little higher and I can do a lot of different shots and get the right elevation, for all the shots they need it." And so he went to Pebble at that particular time in 2000. And I didn't see him. I'm walking. I was at the Open. The Open. The Open.
Correct.
At St. Andrews. And I turned around, I'll never forget. I'm walking in at 18. I was out with Brad Faxon and Davis Love. We're hitting a couple little shots, because it's a little different fescue over there. Fescue and firm, a little different. So sometimes I give a little treatment to their wedge just so it can nip a little bit. I put what I call a little pre-wear in it. I take it in the van and so it can cut the turf.
Excellent.
So anyway, Tiger's teeing off at 1 at that particular time. It was on a Tuesday. And I never walk. We're walking like that, and I see him like that. I say, "Hey, T." I was calling him, "Hey, T, how'd those shafts work out?" All he did was said, "Voke, you saw what they did at Pebble, didn't you?" And he kept on walking. Won by 15. The Open, U.S. Open. So I mean, that's he had him in there, and he still had him. That's a little.
How often would he change them out, as in for new?
He did. I always called it the 1, 2, 3, 4 rule. Tour players usually, this is a pretty good average. They would go 1 pitching wedge a year. Change out. 2 approach wedges, 3 sand wedges, and 4 lobbers. And sometimes 4 to 6 lobbers, depending on the player. Tiger, he used 4 sets of wedges a year. He would change them out just before majors.
Really?
He'd like to do it.
Is he? So he was a creature of habit almost.
No doubt about it.
He had his system and he stuck to it.
Phil Mickelson was the same. He'd use 5 a year. I made him 5 lobbers a year. 5 lobbers, and he'd use 3 sand wedges and 5 lobbers.
Fantastic. Good stuff. I also call Tiger T.
I just, my personal feeling, I hope I think he's going to be back. I think he is back, and he's a talented individual.
Well, he's a person that never goes away, isn't he? Like, he's one of those people, as soon as you say, I don't think he can do that,
he'll do it.
He'd probably do it. Do you know what I mean? Which is what's so exciting.
Biggest thing I saw, you know, you get a little older. We talked a little earlier about the club head speed.
Yeah.
Your age is here as you get older.
Yeah. He's not going
your club
that
head
way.
speed. He's not going that way.
No, absolutely.
I don't know how he can do that at 42.
Yeah.
Maintain the same club head speed
impressive.
he had. It's impressive.
And his short game touch is there this time, isn't it? Which last time it was a bit of a fail. This time he's coming back and it's there.
When I was asked that at the Golf Channel last minute, I remember Bay Hill.
Yeah.
I was asked that, and I said, he'll figure it out.
Absolutely.
And he did.
Yeah.